Hey crafters, welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm G, and so happy to welcome you to our first showing for 2023. Welcome. If you are joining us for the rebroadcast, well, welcome. We're happy that you're with us. Enjoy yourself. We just want to remind you that all the measurements. Hold on just a second. Oh my goodness, that sure was fun. I had the other computer going in my office and all of a sudden my voice was booming. So I had to run, go, turn the sound off. I hope it doesn't come on again. Hey Lisa, Debbie, so happy that you are with us. Linda, yay, welcome to the new year. Happy New Year. Oh, man, it seems like we've been gone forever. You know, I mean, the holiday season has come and gone, and now we're on to the new year. Let us know if you have already set your resolutions. Do you have your New Year's resolutions? Let us know, yes or no. Well, you know, if you'll remember, last video or a couple of videos ago, I think at the end of November, we told you Maudie and I were going to set December goals. We weren't going to set New Year's resolutions. We were going to have monthly goals. So we did that, but they couldn't be about work. So, oh my goodness, what do you do if it can't be about work? So we went ahead and we set those. And I set 10, and I think maybe, I mean, I hate to say this, maybe I met about 4 out of the 10. Oops. Oh, well. Hey, Glow. Mary, oh, so happy you joined us. Carol, yay. We're going to have a party tonight. We have some fantastic fun folks that we're going to share with you. And I just want to remind you, if you're watching the rebroadcast, check below the video if you don't like all the chit chat that we like to do. And I will leave you some chapters so that you can go straight to the cards because we want to meet your needs as well. Let me show you the card we're going to make tonight. You're going to love it and you think it's hard. No. It is not hard. It is so easy. You're going to run, go make one. I know, right after this show. I know you are. Hey, Marilyn. So happy that you joined us. Oh, my goodness. So we are going to be working with the owls in our first card. And I'm going to show you, I went live on Facebook and I told everybody I was going to show them a little trick to make his face really pop. So I'm going to show you that. That's going to be exciting. And I'm just taking a moment to look and see what's going on. You already broke them all. Okay, I have a kindred spirit. Oh, you know, we can make ourselves feel so guilty, right? And we are not going to do that. This is a brand new year. We're going to embrace all our challenges, right? We're not going to let it make us feel bad. Okay, so let's head down to the crafting table. This show might be a little long because I am going to use some blends because I want to show you my little trick to make this little owl's face pop. But I hope that you hang with us. So let's go down to the table. And let me see, what do I do first, right? Okay, the first thing is I want to go ahead and color this little owl. So, Stella, so happy you're with us. Anna, hey, how you doing? I want to color this little owl so that you can see what we're going to do with him. And then we'll get into cutting the card and showing you how to do that. So let me go ahead and just really get in close so that we can see what the heck I'm going to do. Now look at this adorable little guy, right? He is so cute. But we're going to make him even cuter. Now, yes, let me show you. You can color him just like this. There we go. Where are we? Just like this. All one color. His little face, you know, color it all one color. But wait till I show you what else you can do. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to take a pencil because you want to get it exactly right. And you want to pretend like this is a circle on his face, okay? And we're just going to start right here, and we are very lightly going to just draw a circle, okay? Because we are going to color that. Now we're going to just draw a circle very lightly. Okay, now we're going to add some dimension. We're going to pull in our browns. So just choose a brown that you have. Aren't those eyes adorable? And I'm sure there's somebody out there that knows what this little area is called of the owl, because it's his feathers, right, that go around his face. So let's give him some dimension. We're just going to put just little bitty, and you have to be careful with these blends. We're just going to go around just a little bit as if it's feathers, right? We're just kind of picking up those feathers. And it's hard for me to do this because I don't usually do very well in tiny spaces, but look at that. He's already looking so cute. Now we're going to come down here and we're going to do a few little feathers too. Hey, Darlene, welcome. We are going to have a party tonight. Okay, we're just doing some little feathers around the sides. Just kind of make some little marks. And we're going to get this definition going. It's so pretty. You know, have you seen those cards where those animals have the really big eyes? That's what he's going to look like. I know it looks a little strange right now, but it's not going to. And then let's just go up here and give him a few little feathers up here. And we're going to color his tips right there, just a little bit. Tips on his wings. This guy is so cute, and you know, it's such an exciting day, right? Because the new mini catalog came out, and it's very exciting. So now let's go ahead and do his eyes because I think it's amazing. So we're going to use this right here. We are going to use light smoky slate, and we're going to use dark petal pink. So on this, we're just going to draw some lines on the outside and on the inside. So you want to make sure and use your pencil nib, okay? And we're just going around. Now you want to leave little spaces between that, right? Kind of creates what looks like an iris in your eyes. It gives him these huge eyes, and it's so cool. Okay, now we're going to just do the same thing on the other side, just little bitty marks. And it's good to use little bitty marks because you also want to do it on the inside of his eye, right here. Just attach that and just kind of make some little marks. And then we're going to fill it in with that petal pink. It's already starting to look cool. Oh my goodness. So we're going to put that to the side, and now we're going to take our petal pink. Hi, Cynthia. Hey, Pat. So happy everyone's here tonight. Let us know. We have been talking about New Year's resolutions. So those people that came late, were you able to keep yours? It's only the 5th, and I said, no, I wasn't able to keep mine. So let us know. You can make us all look bad and say, boy, I kept all mine. So now remember, this is an alcohol marker, right? So if you go over that gray that you already put on, it's going to make it lighter. So try just to fill it in on the empty spots. Just kind of wiggle it around a little bit. Okay. Now, I don't know if you were on Facebook, but I did go on Facebook to remind people, bring your friends. Oh, look at, he's looking cute. It's a little crazy right now, but we're going to bring in some other colors, and he's going to look really pretty. So now let's go ahead and bring in our soft suede. Today is your birthday? Oh my goodness. Everybody say happy birthday, Cynthia. I would sing to you, but I don't know. I wish I had known and I would have had a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you. That's it. Y'all can sing the rest to her. Okay, so now we're going to come in with our color and we're just going to go ahead and color the whole thing because we're going to come back in and pick up some shading. Well, I hope you had a good birthday. Did you go out and eat? Did you do anything special? Ooh, I forgot to put little feathers right here. So let's do that. Let's just get little marks. Did you have a special dinner and you rushed home? Okay. Okay, we got that. So now we're going to continue with just coloring his body all over. And then we're going to come in with a little bit of shading. Okay. Well, this is going to be the dark. And wait till we put his eyes. We are going to put that parakeet party for green eyes because it really makes it pop on the paper that we're going to use. Look at that. Okay. Going to get his little ears. And now we're going to just come in with a little bit of dark and just kind of put some feathers on him, just right here. Just add a little feather. Where you think there might be a shadow, just go ahead and add a little bit. And now let's bring in that parakeet party. My husband treated me really fine today because we did breakfast and then lunch and oh my gosh, at the Cheesecake Factory. I love the Cheesecake Factory. Of course, you know, we live in Las Cruces and so we don't even have a Cheesecake Factory in El Paso, Texas, which is a big city. We don't even have that. But my husband and I used to eat there when we would go to Las Vegas. Love it. Look at that. Oh my goodness, he's adorable. Is he not adorable? One resolution, only because I believe that God gives us a path and he will give us what we need and help us through what we are having trouble with. You know, Cynthia, I couldn't have said it better myself. Amen to that. Okay, we're going to just color this right here. And I'm going to go over with just a little bit light. If you ever have an area that you feel is too dark, just kind of go over it with a light blend and it'll tone it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to pick up some Calypso Coral and I'm going to add it to his feet and his nose. I mean, is this not the cutest thing ever? And I'm going to make his little bow tie two colors. So we're going to go with the light and the dark. Just going to pick up those places that have shading. And now I'm going to bring in the light. And that'll give it some depth. And, okay, so now I want you to tell me, you can do either one. You could just, let me back out just a little bit. Back out just a little bit. Now, you could color him. If you want to do a quick one, just color him the same color, no problem. If you want to make those eyes pop, then go ahead and give him some definition around that. Now, here is the one that I colored previously. I didn't do quite as many feathers around his eyes, which I think looks a little better, but look at that. Oh my goodness. I ate the Cheesecake Factory once. I had the chicken. Oh, I bet the chicken pot pie is good. It was expensive, and they give you so much food, but you can take it home and then you can have it like 2 or 3 meals. So what do you think about this little guy? Do you like him? Is he not the cutest thing? And I really like, you know, giving him that definition around his eyes. I think that makes all the difference. So let's get to cutting our card so I can show you how incredibly easy this is. Let me move those blends out of the way. Now you're going to take just a normal piece of cardstock. We're going to back out. We don't want to back out too much. You'll see my messy desk. Okay, so we want to keep this 11 and we want to do 5.5. So we're going to go ahead and cut it at 5.5. Then we have some score lines and 2 cut lines, and that is it. It is so easy. So the first score line is going to be at 1 3/4. Let's go ahead and get that scored. And I want to remind you that you can just head on over to creativemomentsbyg.com and pick up the measurements and the supplies that you need, so you don't have to worry about taking the measurements down. And I don't know if you signed up for our newsletter or not, but we had some few little technical issues, so you may have received 2 and then you received an email from me. So if you haven't, you need to get signed up for our newsletter, because we sent the links for our videos and some other videos that we think you'll really like, our YouTube shorts. So make sure that you go below this video and sign up for our newsletter. So our first score line is 1 3/4. Our next one is 3.5. Our next one is 5 1/4. I have to make sure I pay attention to this. I don't want to mess up. And then 7. 7. I hope one didn't with the die. A fussy cat. Oh, I know. You know? And you know they will probably, because everybody's going to love this owl, and so they're going to do that. Oh, I'm still trying to eat the hamburger and salad. Oh, wow. That's great. Okay, now let me show you what we do here. Here we have our score lines, right? You can see them. And now we're simply making a cut 1 inch from the top and 1 inch from the bottom, from the first score line to the third. So 1, 2, 3. So the way you do that is just put this right here in your trimmer at 1 and get your cutter. Line it up on your first score line and drag it to your third score line right here. Easy peasy, right? Now we're going to flip it, line it up at 1. We're going to line this up again right on our first score line, and we're cutting to our third score line. And that's all you have to do. Is that not cool? Wait till you see this when we put it together. So the way it goes together is we have our, oh, let's see, I'm going to make sure I do this right. We have our fold, and then we fold this one back. Let me get a little closer. Okay, we fold this one back, and then this one very naturally just goes bent like that. And let me see, and let's see, wait a minute, let's see, we have this, there we go. These fold in, and it just very naturally goes. So bring in your bone folder. You want to make sure and do your bone folder, because for it to lay flat, you really need some good creases in there. So crease the front of it, and then go ahead and crease the inside. We have 22 watching and only 5 hands showing. Oh my goodness, come on people, come join us and chat. We just appreciate everybody that watches us. But we love your comments and we love your thumbs up under the video, because that really shows YouTube, hey, you got to get their videos out there so more people can see them, and we really, really appreciate that. So here we have our card. Now let me show you. I want to show you the paper that I'm going to use. We used from this set right here. Look at this gorgeous paper. Now, this isn't all the paper, of course, but the name of this is Favored Flowers, and it has all kinds of papers. But look at that. We're going to use this one right here. I just love these flowers. What do y'all think about those flowers? Do you like them? Love them. Okay, so we're going to bring in this. We're going to bring in our little pieces, and we are just going to grab some glue and go ahead and lay this down. So let's get that laid down. Thank you, Glow, for giving us thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's lay this right here. I love the Calypso Coral and how this really just pops. We're going to put this right on the front, right here. And the next card we're going to make is a fun festive. We're going to use Fiesta Taco, the other new set that we have. Now we're going to put this one right here. And let's get this laid down. You know, Monty and I were talking about owls, and she has doves that coo to her all the time outside her house. It sounds so pretty, and she had her little grandkids over this past weekend, and the little one said, "Oh, that's an owl." And I said, no, that's a dove. And so we were talking about the different pets people have. And you've got to tell us, what is the strangest pet you've ever had? Now, we know everybody has dogs and cats, but we lived on a ranch, and we were raised there, and we actually had a crow that we called Jim Crow, and he was so cute, and, you know, we fed him. Of course, we eventually lost him, but we had him for a long, long time. And my niece has a boa constrictor. Now, that's pretty out there, I know, because they are huge snakes. So I'm kind of curious as to what other little critters we might have out there. What's the strangest pet you've ever had? I'd love to know. Hey, Marilyn, so happy that you've joined us. Oh, good. Okay, now what do you think about this so far? Isn't that pretty? Don't you love this combination? Look at that. Love that. I love that. Okay, but we're not through, because remember, we have our little guy that's going to go right here. So we had to cut a piece of paper that is going to go right here. But wait till you see what I'm going to do to it. I want to create like a sunset. So I took a circle punch and I punched it out. And now I'm going to, let's use some removable tape. Let's just get this down. I'm going to add this about right here. Let's get some removable tape on it. And I am going to do a little bit of blending. So I have the colors that I have picked out. Years ago, they sold pet rocks. That's right, Marilyn. Oh, Stella, mini goats. I love that. Mini goats. Look at these colors I've picked to go together. Now we want the yellow at the top. We're going to have the Calypso Coral at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get these open, and let's do a little bit of blending. And you know, when you blend, you want to make sure that less is best, right? Less is best. So we're going to start with our Calypso. We're just going to put it over here, and we're just going to start blending. And it really doesn't take very long, but oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Just give us a little bit of color. Gonna blend that. Pet rocks, you know, our grandkids and nieces would probably look at us and go, what? What is that? I definitely remember pet rocks. Okay, we're gonna bring in this pink. Just kind of go over the Calypso also. We just want to have this variation a little bit. I agree, Glow. No snakes or spiders. Okay, now we're gonna pick up this yellow. Just blend it until you get your desired deep color that you want. And that's what I want. So I'm gonna close this up. Well, all of you that live in the east and the central, you got hit with some heavy storms. I hope that you guys are getting some warmer weather. Okay, now look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's kind of like a moon, because you always see, you know, the owls around the moon, right? So now let's bring in, let me see, I need to stamp my message. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that it works, and we're going to put my friend. Now you could always stamp that first and put it in the Stamparatus, right? Or your stamping tool. I want to make sure, and let's see how this goes. Just gonna hold it there. Guinea pigs, I like that. Oh, yay, it worked. Okay, so we have this, and now we're going to look at where we want, look at him. Is he not cute? We are going to set him up on some dimensionals because we're going to put some leaves behind him. So let's just put the dimensionals right down the middle because of the leaves. We want to make sure we have enough room for the leaves. So I want to go ahead and just put him, he's kind of flying right there. And now we're going to bring in those leaves. Let's see. I'm going to cut this off just a little bit. And I'm also going to cut them apart just a little bit. And I thought it would be pretty to have two colors of leaves. And then we will cut that off. So we're going to have him just kind of hanging out in the branches, right? He needs to have a branch to sit on. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put this one over here. Oh, I hear some police cars going by. I don't like that. Okay, we're going to cut this. And let's just get this. Let's see. How do I want this? I think I'll put it down like that. Oh, cute, cute, cute. So now, because I want some of the leaves to stay up, I'm going to use this wonderful glue that has just a little bitty tip on it. So let's get this one down first, and I can just put little bits of glue. Love this. It gets the glue right where we want it. Okay. Gonna put some more glue. And we have another card to show you that we use the Valentine bundle. Ooh, it's so pretty. So cute. Let's get this one just kind of like that. And we're going to cut this off just a little bit. Let's get that. Just kind of push it down and hold it for just a second. Oh, wow. Okay. Now let's look at our card and see how much we want to cut off of our leaves. Oh, what? That didn't work. Let me get some different glue. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Maybe that glue is too old and it just absorbed it. Okay. There we go. It's stuck. Let's just get this right at the top. I just think this little owl is the cutest thing. And I noticed, I mean, December had not even finished, and a couple of the stores already had Valentine's out. I'm like, okay, no, I can't do that, people. We have to get through New Year's before we move on to Valentine's. Okay, we're gonna add this right here to the front of our card, and we're leaving a border around the sides so you don't put it up against it. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. So let's just go ahead and glue that down. I don't think I'm gonna take those leaves off. I think it's quite beautiful. So let's just get that border lined up. I may need to take a little bit off right there. Let's get that pushed down. Let's use our snips and just snip off that little bit. Now here's the front of the card, but we still need to come right in here and put a white piece of paper. Now we're gonna have a border, and I want to put my stamp right here so that nobody can see it until you open it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring in Night of Navy because I love Night of Navy. It always gives me such a good, clean image. I just love it. What? I'm gonna put that. Look at that. I love it. It's nice and dark. I'm gonna just put it right in the center. Love it. Okay, now let's just add some glue. And then let's look at this little owl. He's just so darn cute. Okay. What do you think? Look at those eyes. Are those not the cutest thing? Oh my goodness. Pink colored Reese's peanut butter hearts. Oh my goodness, that might go really well with the card. In fact, it would. So you can just send them to me and I'll taste test them for you. Okay, here's our little guy. Super easy card to make. So let's move on to our next card that I want to make. And you know what I have? I have everything in my handy dandy little tray. Now let's go ahead and just cut our paper first. So we have our cardstock, and this time, because it's a fiesta, we're gonna use pumpkin pie. So the first thing you do is you cut your card at 5.5 and 11. So we're gonna move that, and then we're gonna start scoring our card. And remember, we score it at 1 3/4. Move that cutting blade out of the way. And then we move it on over to 3.5. I know, he's such a sweet owl. Then we move it over to 5 1/4. And then we move it over to 7. So far, I guess I could say, what is on your wish list? What is the one stamp set that you'll want to make sure and get that is so cute? Now we have our score lines. Remember, we're going to simply cut from the first score line to the third one. Okay, so we're going to put it in at 1 inch. And we're just cutting from the first score line to the third. So go ahead and cut. We're going to flip, move it to the 1, move it back up to the first score line, and cut to the third. Then we don't have to make any more cuts. So we're going to fold this back, and then this is where it gets a little crazy. This goes down, this comes out, and just like this. Oh, he didn't go in. He's supposed to go in. There we go. We're going to bring in our bone folder. And remember, go ahead and score right here on the inside too, so that it really lays as flat as it can. I mean, it is a fun fold, right? Okay, So now we're bringing in our paper that I already have cut. And on this paper, let me show you the designer series paper we use. This is a fantastic deal, right? Oh my goodness. You get 48 pages, I believe, of cardstock, lasts forever. But it is wonderful, has bright and festive, very festive colors. So, you know, I love that. So I decided to go ahead and bring in some festive stripes. You know, I love me some good stripes. I know, right, Lisa? We weren't going to buy any flowers, but oh my goodness, we had to have them. Just had to have them. And look at this. You could actually use that side too, right? Yes, an awesome paper pack. So we're going to go ahead and lay this down right here. And this is going to look very festive because of the stamp set that we're using. We're going to, lots of paper, yes. Going to do that. Put this right on the front. Making sure that you leave the same border all the way around as much as possible. We're going to lay this one right here. Get that laid down. So did anyone have, I don't know, something really interesting? I got all excited because 2 days ago, I woke up and Monty called me and she says, it's snowing outside. Now remember, we live in the desert. And yes, it didn't stick, but it was huge snowflakes. Very soft, very wet. I just got very excited because we don't get much snow. Well, something that we did is my brother, Monty, and I went to Wolf Creek up in Colorado, and my brother took me snowshoeing for the first time ever. That was quite an experience. I had so much fun. It was really neat. I liked it. Now, y'all living in the East, you've probably done a lot of snowshoeing. Hey, Lisa, we did buy the citrus. We don't have it in yet, though. I can't wait to make a card with that. I love the strawberries, the oranges. What were the other fruit? Oh, we had pomegranate. I love all those. Okay, now, see, it's starting to look very festive, right? I love this color combination. Very happy. Okay, so let's bring in our cute little stamps. Now I want to show you what these stamps look like. Have you seen this set? You had a tornado on Tuesday. Oh my goodness! Did it hurt anything or was it just a quick one? Oh my goodness, I hope no one got hurt. So we have our stamps. It has an adorable little hat. We're going to stamp that. We're going to do a little masking because we don't want, well, we need to do a little masking. So let me see. We're going to do this and we're going to stamp. Let's see. I'm trying to think what, oh my goodness. We have lots of blends because we have the color and we have what we're going to stamp in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp our little card that goes on the front, right? So I'm going to get a piece of paper and we're going to bring in this adorable little, I guess he's a llama. So we're going to bring him in and we're going to stamp him in memento. So let's get him stamped. And then we're going to use a mask and we're going to mask him so we can put another one behind him. So we already have a little bit of sticky. Now I showed you the trick on this. Whenever you're masking, go ahead and drop it just a little bit so that it goes right up to the line. Okay? So we're gonna tap, tap, tap. I know, there's so much. I don't usually like stamp sets that have so many different things, but I do like this. Really like it. So we're just going to go ahead and stamp him about right here. Okay. And see why it's important to have your mask. Otherwise, you'd be putting your little feet on him. So just make sure that you cut yourself out a mask and you can put them one in front of the other. So we're going to move him, and now we're going to bring in our orange, and we're going to put those little curly cues. But first, let's go ahead and stamp our holy guacamole. It's your birthday. It sounds like holy guacamole, Batman. Back when the Batmans used to talk like that. I know they don't anymore. They have other weird Batmans. Okay, we're going to hold it down. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Pat, for letting us know. Oh my goodness. Now we're going to stamp some orange, and we're going to stamp our little party curly cues, right? Let's just stamp them all over. Let's just make it a party. Okay. Get some right there. Now, if you haven't, you need to check out our Instagram. I'm actually lip syncing in some of them. That's always fun. I think I need one more right there. You know, we post our new Pinterest. So check us out on our social media accounts. Let me see what else we need to do with this. We already have a little hat that I went ahead and colored because he's so tiny. Look at him. He's so cute, right? We are going to color our little guys this mint macaroon. Ooh, love this. And then we're going to go in with just a little bit of shading. So I'm going to use the brush nib just because it goes a little faster. And then I'm going to come in with the darker. Let's see. Yeah, this is the light. I'm like, uh-oh, did I pick up the wrong one? No. Get our little guy colored. Is he not the cutest? He is so cute. And we saw this lady, that this is her stamp set. We were able to see her at On Stage when Maudie and I went. It was fun to watch her play with her design. So I really liked that. That was cute. Okay, get this other one colored. Now, we did a video just recently using some more of the beautiful flow of the floral DSP, and we made where we showed you where you could take 2 of the pages and actually make 20 cards just using pretty much the DSP. So you'll want to check that out if you haven't checked that out already. Those cards really are quite beautiful. Okay, so we have this little guy. I think we have everything. And now we're going to just use our little Poppy Parade, and we're going to just color his tail feathers, tail hair, whatever it's called. And this guy will just go around. I'm using the pencil nib because it is kind of a small area. Yes, this stamp, holy guacamole, Cynthia, it's your birthday. So I thought I wasn't making you a birthday card, but I was. And we would love to send you this card, Cynthia. So I believe I have your address, but just in case I don't, send me your address, would you please? I'm going to send you this card. Yes, I am. So let's go ahead and get this. We're so happy to celebrate anybody's birthday when we can, right? Okay, we're going to color him yellow. Let's get some green going in there. Just a little bit of green. We'll do him a little bit. Move it around. We need to have, I think we'll have some orange. Definitely a happy card, right? Now, let's see, let's do his little nose. Give him an orange nose. Almost done. Oh, yes. You know what? You're so right, Glow. One Sheet Wonders. Really utilize your paper to the fullest, right? You can make lots of cards. So what cards are you making mostly in January, everyone? Are you making happy birthday cards? Are you starting on your Valentine cards already? Let us know. Okay, look at this. Now remember I said I was going to pick up a darker mint macaroon. Where is that? And I was going to do a little bit of shading. And I believe it's this one right here. Yes. So let's go ahead and shade just a little bit right here. Just to kind of, looks like some shading on his little head. And remember, this does evaporate, so it looks even better the longer you can wait, right? Give him a little bit right there. Oh, look how cute that is. Now, I just saw that fringe, I want that fringe to be the Poppy Parade. So I'm going to come in with this. Now, if you decide to make this card, we would love to see your card. Post it over on Facebook so that we can see it. We'd love to see it. Now, this little guy, he's going to have the hat. Look at how cute that is. Let me get a little mini dimensional. I'm going to put it right there. And let's just stick this on his little head. What do you think? Is he not the cutest? Happy New Year's. Oh, Pat, that's nice. Happy New Year. Yes, love that. So now let's go ahead and we're going to lay this down on the front. You know, you could also add some ribbon if you wanted to. But we didn't add any ribbon. We're just going to lay this down. Get this right here. We just appreciate everyone joining us tonight. Oh my goodness, the first card of the new year, the first video too. You know something I like to do on my mats? Now, you can do it two different ways. You can dip your mat right here so that it doesn't look so flat. You can do that. But something else you can do is you can take your blend and just run it along the side. And if you go slowly enough, it soaks into the paper. And you know, it just gives it that little bit of dimension that I really like, so it doesn't look so flat. Now look at that. Can you see that? I think that looks so pretty. So just take your blend, go around the card, go slow so that it can sink into the card. I like it. Oh, the gnome cards. Yes, we did a gnome card just recently, a video. You can go see that. I'm going to look behind me real quick and see if we have it or if we put it up. No, we put it up. And then we're just going to go over the bottom of it. Okay. And now we have that little bit of dimension so it doesn't look quite so flat. And here we go. Let's get this laid down. And this is Cynthia's happy birthday card. Is he not cute? We love this set. So cute. Okay, so let's call this one in. Let's bring in the other one. Let's see what I can put on this. I don't know. It's just gonna fall open. We have this one. Oh. Okay, so now let's look at this before I bring in the other card that we're gonna do. Which of these two cards do you like best? If you're watching the rebroadcast, let us know below the video. And if you are watching right now, tell us in the chat. Do you like the owl? Or do you like the little birthday holy guacamole card? Let me know which is your favorite. I don't know. I kind of like this guy. I like the moon. I think it's so pretty. Okay, let me see. Let me do something real quick. Okay, I'm going to move this over. Move me out of the way. And of course, I love this guy. He has the blue eyes. Look at those eyes. So pretty. So we have these 3 cards. Now we have one more to show you. Look at this one. This uses the Valentine Country Bouquet. Look at that, how cute that is. And look at that paper. And you know what's so great about this? You buy the punch, and then you take your DSP, and you can punch these out so that you don't have to color them if you don't want. You can because you have a stamp, but you can also use the punch. We love punches. We love double duty. So you're just going to have to let us know. I know it's hard. Hey, Judy, so happy you joined us. I didn't see you sneak in there. You'll have to let us know. Love the Valentine card. And me too, Glow. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, spending your time with us. We had a fantastic time. I mean, I always get, and I know Monty does too, so energized. It's hard to go to sleep after one of these lives. I'm just so excited to talk with everyone. We hope you loved our cards. Remember, sign up for our newsletter if you haven't done that. If you need Stampin' Up! Catalogs, send me an email. I'll be happy to send you the mini catalog and the celebration. Go out, make it a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, ladies.